Hello friends, welcome my channel Bless and Crochet. Today I am going to show you how to knit or crochet. This pretty one is nice protection for your little mirror. Mirror, mirror. You would like to know how to weave it. Stay from beginning to end to watch this video. We start. For my project, I will need a material from number 4. I will need this type of material, it is hairy. But in case you do not have it, you can also use a small wool number 4. I'm going to need this other one, which is a spinning column. And this icing is from number 2, is one of the symphony ones. These two are unmarked. We will need a, in this case a. Or you can also do it with a can of con, because you think the cap of the soda can. And for this purpose, let's use 3.50 or 3.5 millimeters hook. A 2 millimeters one. We will need our scissors, a rope for wool or yarn, and hot silicone we will also occupy. In this case, for example, some eyes. I think I'm going to go get one of these, which are as from number 5. And we're going to need 3 of number 5, let's get started. I'm going to change crochet at 2 millimeters. I'm going to start here by making or securing my first stitch, and I'm going to knit 2 and 3 chain stitch. At this first stitch I wear my strand, and I'm going to lose it single stitch and single stitch. And here we throw a chain stitch. And I twist and twist the strand again to lose it, nothing more. Are going to be 2 stitches, 1 and 2, 1 chain stitch and twist, and we make 1 and 2. And I'm going to make this a chain stitch. 1 and 2 to complete. I'm going to start by making a ring or a circle with the 3.50 crochet. And I make a chain stitch. And within this space a single stitch, a chain stitch. And this is going to count as my first stitch. Within this space we are going to weave 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double crochet, and so on until completing 16. Once you have those 16 double crochet, I'm going to pass here. I'm going to pull the start cord and close. And I pull the cord again. I'm going to start with the closing. With a stitch where the chain stitch is a chain stitch. And I start knitting. Single stitch, a chain stitch, and in the same space, high stitch, and we will be losing the strand. I move on to the next space and I will knit 2 stitches. High in the same space. I move on to the next one. And I will knit 2 double crochet. And I will do so until I complete my entire tour. Once finished I will close. Where the chain, slip stitch with a stitch is located, I will do the following. I will change. So I'm going to cut here. And I will switch to this other material. because we have to have the circle left. Smaller than okay. Circle smaller than the diameter. So here I will pass. And I start knitting. A chain stitch and a single stitch. In which it follows. You single stitch. And in which the single stitch follows. And so I will continue to weave a stitch. Sew a single stitch and here. I am going to put this. For my belt. Here we are going to put it more or less this address. It was a little too big for me. Then I'm going to make it smaller. Here I am going to undo a little bit of a few rounds. And I will go through. I'm going to walk it while it goes. I run to stay. Remember that it has to stay the same. That the circle the size of the circle. And remember that you can also be. The soda cans do come from this little part of the cans. Can be used now. Leave me your comments if you know their names. Looks like that part of the can. Look, I think that's enough. So here I'm going to leave him the chain stitch. To keep the knot. And I will cut. And here I am going to start gluing it. Step. To the first stitch. This one is going to be a little bit closed. The first stitches, they will always be a little bit closed, but I'll see if I can make it. If I don't pass it one down. And there we weave one. And in which it follows. There we weave, I am sorry. Next. And so I will continue. All the way around. And can lose the strand at the same time. And on the other side, we are also going to hit. And look at friends, and I am here at this address. I'm going to paste this one. Step 1. 2, and see how beautiful it looks. The part and I will tell you. Also looks nice like this. Look how you did it on the part of the sphere. With this one if you don't have it and that's it okay. If not, where did I get these? I got these on Amazon. There you can find them at best. Here I am going to pass and I am going to make another stitch. To make it a little more closer is sliding. Now I make a chain stitch. And I will continue to weave a low stitch. For each space until the entire turn is completed. We will not make complete increases or decreases. Once my return is over, I'm going to close here with a stitch. And look how it will look like. Yes, then it starts to turn around a bit. We still need one. If we do not put these 2 rounds, friends, then no longer. We will not be able to close it. Okay, then these 2 little turns were important. Let's knit him. One more round. Stitch. 2, 3. For so we will be closing. Another of the technique to close friends is we start with 2 mm hook. That is, we were weaving with the 1 and 3. We change it with the 1 on the 2. And here begins the closing. Here we make a single stitch for each space until the entire lap is completed. And it is important that at this time, while you are making the closure, already place in this case your smile, okay, because it's about to start turning around. As I tell you, I have this one which is double. But I'm going to remove this little part from here right now, for you to see, which also I can also make the bag to put in here. Yes, if you have one here double. So you put it in here and it's over, okay, well. I am going to go ahead this round and return. I want to show you, friends. Look, I have already placed it. This is how it will look like. Okay, there is the mirror base. I already closed with the slip stitch. I just wanted to show it so that you can see that it will fit very well. And in this one, which is a double mirror, I'm going to glue it to this part of my base. In this one, so as not to undo it, I'm going to stick it here on this side, and on the other side will continue, thus having its normal decoration. Okay, then here we close with a slip stitch. I make a chain stitch, and this cord must be lost, okay? With the help of our needle, to see where a needle is around here. And remember that you can also do it as a sphere is a little different, but it can also be achieved, okay? Well, I leave the link at the bottom. If not, find it in my section, in the playlist or playlist, which is here on my video channel. Christmas decorations. Ready, and now we are going to go for the last detailed look. Here's a little bit of hair left. Here I pass by, let's stop by. Let's stop by. And remember that this is on the inside side. Look, I'm going to open it to make it easier for me. For you to see that it is easy. I'm going to have to clean it, but I've already arranged it. Look at it. Yes, and now the whole mirror is left, they look at it. That's okay. Well, now that's all. The only thing I'm going to do is the final decoration. With eyes like this, the eyes of amigurumis. The traditional ones we use. Let's see here, I am going to remove this. I am going to cut them. But this time we change the truth. I think I'm going to put a few smaller ones on it. What do you think, or we leave you only 2? It can also be only 2, only 2. I'm going to see if I have these smaller ones, look at them. What do you think about which one do you choose? With the big ones or with the little ones? Look. I think I'm going to keep the big ones. I think they are too small for this one. That then jumps to me, friends. But it can be cut and look at. I believe that with this we are going to stay with the big ones. And I'm going to put only 2. What do you think at home? Leave me your comments. I will be reading them. And I say it is a very nice decoration that you can use for this season. Decorate your daughter's ass, your niece, your granddaughter. And you can also sell or give as a gift this season. Here we are just going to place him. I'm going to clean up the pistoleta for nothing more than a drop. And here at the top we are going to place another drop. And that's it, we're done with the decoration. And what do you think of this beautiful and simple decoration? I hope you liked it at home. And remember, here you are going to have your little mirror. Mirror, mirror. Well decorated and well to DOC to give away or sell. Nice, nice, as always, easy, easy. See you in the next video. And I appreciate your support and your company. Until the next.